Hello everyone, I'm Rodney Reynolds, and today I have a beginner's guide for you for State of Decay 2. Now this is a survival game, and the goal in this game is to build and manage a thriving community while navigating tons and tons of zombies and very scarce resources. So the first thing that you want to do is choose a community. This is very important, and it begins at the start. You want to pick community members that have great skills and traits, because they will play a very crucial role in your community's survival, certainly at the beginning, but definitely as you progress through the game. Now keep in mind that the game does provide you with a community member at the beginning, so there's the two of you going through a short tutorial, and the game also provides you with a starter base. Now this is my next point. You need to establish a good base. Stick with the starter base at the beginning. Pick the area clean, literally in that area. Get all the materials and resources and everything else you can in that area. Then and only then should you move out, because by that time you'll have some skills and you'll know what's going on in the game, and you'll be able to move out and set up another base in rapid fashion. And of course you need to find the right base. That's essential. So different bases offer various facilities and resources, so you need to consider your community's needs and the location's defenses when choosing your base. You can move later, of course, in the game. Anytime, you're going to be moving all of the time, but it's best to choose the base location very wisely. Also, my recommendation for a starting difficulty level would be easy. And the reason why I say that is things can get out of control in this game rather quickly. Also, remember, there's permanent death in this game. So once your character is dead, that's it. So you can build the character all you want, but if the character dies, then the character is gone, unless of course you're using cheats or mods or some kind of DLC that will bring those characters back. So resources, they are fairly scarce, but that depends on, of course, which difficulty you're playing the game on. It also depends on the area and as well what you are looking for. But get out there and look for lots of materials like food, medicine, ammunition, and building supplies. Explore the world, explore the map, and search in buildings, search in vehicles and containers for these supplies. Of course, when you're out there as well, keep in mind that there's tons of zombies all over the place, as well as other threats. And you need to manage your community. Each community member will have individual limitations and needs, so make sure that you're attending to things like injuries, fatigue, and keep the morale up as high as possible, and as well assign tasks that match their skills to maximize efficiency. You can switch, of course, between community members to control and develop their abilities. That's important. You don't play as one character, you play as all, and you go through each character to develop each character in your community. It is also important to remember to build and upgrade your base. Your base can be upgraded and customized with various facilities such as workshops, farms, infirmaries. These provide essential services, of course, for the community, so invest in them wisely and their construction and upgrades, and that will definitely improve your community's capabilities. Now, one way that this game differs from a lot of other zombie games is the combat and stealth. If you like stealth, you will really enjoy this game. At least I did. So combat is pretty dangerous, and ammunition is scarce, so you can't take a gun and start blasting everything to pieces. If you're looking for that game, this isn't it. Melee weapons are quieter and much more efficient for taking down zombies, while firearms, of course, need to be used in some cases, but use them sparingly. Master stealth by crouching and using distractions to avoid drawing attention. That is key. Don't draw attention. Try to stay as stealthy as possible. Now, if there wasn't enough going on in this game, you need to also establish outposts. So outposts provide valuable resources and other added protection to the area surrounding them. So make sure that you are at least establishing one outpost. Certainly at the beginning, you won't be able to establish more than that. But as you progress in the game, you can have multiple outposts. But like your base, Place the outposts strategically in places to ensure that the resources are great and you can expand your influence from there. Vehicles play a crucial role in this game. They are your lifeline, literally, for quick travel and resource transport. So keep them in great condition. You can do so by repairing them, upgrading them, and refueling them. A well-maintained vehicle is going to get you out of some crazy situations. And depending upon the vehicle, you can store more or less in it. For example, a van, well, it has more storage. A car has less storage. So when you're picking out a vehicle, and there's vehicles all throughout the game, you can take them and bring them back to your base as well, but your vehicle needs to be in tip-top shape. And when you play through the game, there are certain characters which you will prefer, and those will probably have the most amount of skills that you like. Hopefully you're not going to pick a leader, and this is my next point here, who is a narcissistic psychopath, unless of course you want to go in that direction, and that is a very destructive path, and you'll soon figure out that this will end probably in total, absolute chaos, not only for yourself, but everyone else around you in your community. So I would recommend choosing a leader that has well-rounded skills, someone who is truly going to play that hero role and guide your community to the sunset instead of to a pit of darkness. And that goes into my next point here when it comes to a plan for legacy goals. In this game, it allows you to complete different legacy missions, and these missions are important because they lead to the end game and impact your community's future. So choose your legacy goals carefully and work towards it to leave a long-lasting legacy. Now, while this is a zombie game at heart, and you can play it however you like, it is very challenging and immersive. Ultimately, a true survival experience. It gets back to basics, though. Not unlike real life, right? You have to try and figure out how you survive in this world, and also, hopefully, not only survive, but thrive. And of course, while we're not in a post-apocalyptic world, and I hope we never get there, stay vigilant, like in the game, and of course, you're going to have to adapt to ever-changing challenges, and you're going to hopefully survive and come out on top. Now, this has been a very quick guide for the most part. In order to do a comprehensive one, well, it would have taken hours upon hours. What I would recommend you do is hit YouTube and go through lots of guides. That's what I did, because without those guides, you're not going to be well informed, and going into this game not well informed is going to get yourself into a lot of trouble, and you're probably going to be pretty frustrated overall. So if you have any ideas, tips, suggestions for this game to help anyone else out, or even questions, post it in the YouTube comments below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. But until then, remember to hit that notification bell. That's very important. Share, like, comment, consider becoming a Patreon, and you might also want to pick up, and unfortunately the motherboard tray is not a removable t-shirt, and I will see you in the next one.